So yeah, sorry about that. There we go. We should be back now. We should be back now. Yep. Hi again. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there, whether I knocked it or what, but did something and it kicked it out. But I changed it to anyone can join the chat now. It's not just on subscriber only. So I changed that setting. So yeah, we're just gonna yeah, that was a noisy car. We're just trying to see if we can pull anybody over. Because yeah, whole idea of having the other social medias is it spreads the awareness, but it doesn't seem to be spreading. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. It will get there eventually. all takes time, end of the day. As long as it's still working, that's the main thing, you know. As long as everything's still working, that's the main thing. So as long as we can get there. Well, yeah, if you got any questions for us, Yupa, then feel free. Feel free to ask. But we've just got to try and think, you know, what we've got to do. Thinking we're going to work out some kind of giveaway as well when we hit 100 as well. We'll do one at 100. We'll do enough. You still got stuff to plant? Lots. Beside flowers, yes. Yep, still got the kale, the broccolis, collies, runner beans. They've still got to go in. If I've got enough space, I might put a second lot of broad beans in, just so I've got rotation. Got to plant some more strawberries. I've got to lift up a couple of things to lift up. I've still got to try and get some sweet corn seeds, because I can't get sweet corn seeds any shop around here. So I do need to get some sweet corn and then go from there. Yeah. So yeah. Don't think that you've seen sweet corn seeds either. Literally all the stores around here that I've been to try and find some, can't find them. Yeah, might have to find them online. Didn't really want to go down the line of like having to go to like Premier Seeds or somewhere like that just to get the corn. Let's have a quick look though. Premier Seeds. That's Premier Seeds Direct. Let's have a look. Yeah, I've still got to plant some sweet. Have you heard of Indian corn? No. Well, they've got some. They've got plenty of them in stock. The question is, do we go for Rising Sun, F1 Swifts, Early Birds, Golden Bantam, Goldcrest, Ellen, Glass Gem, Early King, Flint Sweet, Mirai Gold, Moonshine. Yeah, that pretty much seems like the Corn Fiesta or the Glass Gem. Yep, there's one called Moonshine F1. New for 2026 as well, apparently. Let's have a look at the Moonshine, shall we? See what it says. So the Moonshine F1 is an exceptionally sweet, high-yielding variety that produces 3 to 5 cobs per plant. This super sweet variety has a rich flavor and crisp texture, making it one of the best tasting varieties available. Right? So it only contains 20 seeds. 20 seeds for £1.39. And if that's got 100% like actually germinate. Hey Christine, how you doing? Doing okay, how are you? Tired. It's been a busy time up on the allotment. It has been a very busy time. We've got about 75 dahlias to be planted in. Now that they've grown on, some of them are like 2 foot tall already. Just really pretty much just getting everything ready. So yeah, pretty much we're just getting everything ready. And why did that not? Oh yeah, it's got. You should also have the moderation as well. Just makes it easier for everybody to connect. So yeah, we were just saying like over here looking for like sweet corn. I can't get seeds at all. So I've either got to wait a couple of days for a plant refund to go through. And then if that doesn't work, then we'll have to wait until the 18th of next month where we can get a big booster order in and then work super harder to actually get things up and running that way. But we can get it done. We can get it done. Carrots are coming up, beetroot's coming up, broad beans are already out in flower. It's hard to find the seeds there too. Interesting. Yeah, we just couldn't find. I went to 4 or 5 different stores over the last week, and every single one of them, there was no corn. Saying that, there wasn't even any cucumber seeds either. Well, GMO seeds. but organic. Yes. Yeah, exactly. So I was just saying to Yupa, there's a website that chair moved. You got close up there, guys. So there's a website that we can use called Premier Seeds Direct. I don't know whether they ship over to the US, but they've got how many different varieties was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. They've got 12 different varieties of corn. So each packs 20 seeds for about $1.50, $1.70 for 20 seeds, which isn't bad. It's illegal for farmers here to plant anything other than GMO. Oh, really? Well, because of all the pests and everything that could come with it. Can you not grow your own? Because, yeah, that is crazy if that's the case. They're only allowed to buy from certain companies that sell. Yeah. Yeah. Pest resistant and all of that stuff. I prefer just to grow the organic myself. Don't like using GMO seeds. Tastes different to me. So yeah, we'll put two lots of the moonshine sweet corn seeds in there. And then what else we got in here? Broccolis. Let's have a look at their broccolis. Calabrese. We've got to have a Calabrese. Got to have a Calabrese. So that's £1.20. Well, $1.25 for you over there in the US. And that gives you 1,000 seeds. Oh, Raven, welcome in. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Welcome in, Raven. Greenery, our food supply is heavily saturated with chemicals. Yeah, that sucks. That certainly sucks. So yeah, we'll put in some Calabrese green broccoli, which is 1,000 seeds. So we'll add that to the basket. And then we'll continue shopping, go backwards. We'll go for some purple sprouting as well. We'll go with some Santi. That's a purple sprouting broccoli. Incredibly fast growing, with a sown in July that can be overwintered and harvested in spring. They are also suitable for sown in from February, May for summer. So if we can get some of those early, we may be able to get a crop in June, July. So we'll add some of those in. And then just seeing what else we can get. Raspberries we've got in. Gooseberries I don't really want to do. Marrows, microgreens, mustards, pumpkins. Yeah, my pumpkin seeds didn't do anything. So we'll have a look at those. We're not going to go down the line of Dills Atlantic. Well, it's not even that, actually. We won't do pumpkins. We'll go for squashes. Squishy squashes. We'll go for squashes instead, I think. Do we go with a petty pan? Yeah, we'll go with a petty pan. We'll try that out this year. So, yeah. Welcome in, Jaden. Welcome in. So, yeah. We're probably looking at around between 10 and 15 pound for all of for the seeds that we've got left to get. And then that will pretty much fill every bed on the allotment and have that ready to go. Which is not bad. We can just get some of them in if we plant them within the next week. You want to grow watermelons one day? They are interesting. I've never grown watermelons myself, but this website I'm looking at has got it has got watermelon seeds. Oh my god. They got yellows, crimson sweets, sugar babies, orange yellows, or moon and star. Ooh. Do we sacrifice the squashes? Do we sacrifice the squashes that I don't really eat a lot of anyway? I want yellow and red flesh. So looking on this on here, the ones you want to look for is the watermelon petite or petite, which is the yellow, and the red is either the moon and stars or the crimson sweet. If you're referring to by the flesh being the inside, not the actual outside, the skin. Because usually it's the skin on the outside, the flesh is on the inside. Yeah, the inside. See, if I was to go with anything, I'd probably be more inclined to go with the sugar babies. Because the sugar babies can have more of like, they're more of an icebox type of watermelon. Early, very productive, very sweet, juicy, fine textured, medium red flesh with a thin, hard rind. Around 8 to 12 pound, dark green skinned watermelons that can grow 8 inches across. Ideal for the variety of space if space is limited, which one of my beds is very limited. This can be trailed on trellises and faster to ripen in short summers. Drought resistance, ready to harvest 75 days after seedling in seedling in favorable conditions, can be grown outside in warm, sheltered and sunny locations. But for most reliable crops, under glass is best. So what we'll do is we'll view the cart. We'll take out the petty pan. So yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah, that's not bad at all. We've even got like foxgloves and things like that on here as well. And we've got digitalis. Interesting one. So yeah, that's not bad at all. They've got a lot there. In fact, they've got more on there than what I thought we could actually get, to be honest. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Like they've even got asters, which would be great for our cottage garden because we've got that cottage garden going on at the moment. Asters would look amazing. Giant rays. And they're a cut flower too. Yeah, we'll go with them too. Hey Mitzi, welcome in. How are you doing? I went down the rabbit hole. Apologies. Went down the rabbit hole. There was flowers. So vegetables went out the window. I'm pretty much this year the plot's gonna predominantly be a flower garden. With more fruit than veg. I rabbit hole a lot. Hey Mitz, there's nothing wrong with that. Let me just catch up with a few people, give them their standard mods. Just so it's easier to find everybody's channels that way, makes it a lot easier for everybody. So yeah, it's plenty to look at. So 6 ones. We've got digitalis, asters, watermelons, broccolis, greens and reds, or greens and purples, corns. And then they try and give me like, would you like to buy some gladioli? No, I would not like to buy some gladioli. I would like you to give me some gladioli for free. We'll grab some rosemary as well. £10.97. £10.97, and for that so far. And that's probably about 3 or 4,000 seeds just in that small order. That's crazy. Because even like the broccolis alone, they're like 1,000 seeds each. And they would then last me 2, maybe 3 years as well. And then I'd have to. Oh God, I can see one thing I told my granddad I was never going to do. I think I'm going to have to do it. Oh, granddad was correct. I might have to build a small drawer section for all the seeds and have all the seeds in. like alphabetically. Like all the broccolis together and, you know, that kind of thing. And then get a load of brown envelopes as well for when we do the dahlia seeds, that I can dry them out, put them in there, seal them, put them away in the drawer. You could do it all in a filing cabinet. Yes, I could. Yes, that would work. Yeah, file the seeds away. Because I've got the shed that we're going to be cleaning up, putting windows in, and things like that. So there's a few things that can be done in there, like tidying it up. How long do seeds last? Well, most of the seeds that we get over here, Chris, they will have a use by date. Okay, where they can say you'll basically, all it means is you've got a higher chance of a proper germination. At least a couple of years, yes. But Mitzi, do you want to laugh? And Chris, do you want to laugh? In fact, everybody's going to have a laugh at this. So when I was going through the draw units that I've got up the road, right, I found a packet of Japanese radish, that ones that will grow about this long. Yeah. And the sell by date on them, or the use by date, was 20. I think it was like 20, even I think it was like 2019 or 2020, right? Seed had never been opened. Yeah. So I literally just thinned them into an empty bed. I've got a full row of Japanese radish growing. So either yep. When I go up the allotment tomorrow, Chris, I'll send you a telegram that will show you the row. Yeah. So pretty much they can last longer. It just means that you've got a potential for less germination, if that makes sense. Because obviously seeds can dry out, and when they dry out, that's where they just won't germinate. Obviously, if you can keep your seeds in a dark, cool location, then they're more potentially going to survive better than keeping them in somewhere that's dark and warm. Because obviously, if it warms, it's just going to dry out faster. So, therefore, it's just going to cause more issues. Like these seeds were just kept in the shed. So, yeah, a lot of the seeds that I'm looking at now, I'm going to be having to Squeaky bum time and try and get them. I've had those pumpkin seeds in my freezer for 8 years now. They're from pumpkins I got from the grocery store by Mitzi. Oh, damn, Chris. Were you thinking about doing an experiment and getting some out and seeing if they'll germinate, if they'll take? Thing is, Chris, we know you will try it. We all know that you would do it. Like you're already thinking, okay, what shelf of the freezer are they in? They're from Speciality Pumpkins. Oh, okay. Yep. Green Thumb Chris. So yeah, I would just get them out. Just get out a small handful, just like 10 or so. Put them on. Put them in a little container with some paper towel. Spray the paper towel. Have it damp, not too wet. Put the seeds in. More paper towel on top. Damp that. Saran wrap the whole tub and just stick it in somewhere warm and dark. Leave it 48, 72 hours. And then check them. If they've germinated, get them in a pot. Like the big ones. Oh, like the Dills Atlantic. Them ones can grow to nearly over 1 ton. Like you need a chainsaw to carve them. Like I've seen pictures online where people have carved them and then other people have gone and laid like half of their body inside the pumpkin so it looks like the pumpkin's eating them, and just to take photos because they're that big. Now that sounds like a challenge. Yeah. Dills Atlantics. But the only thing you have to remember if you're doing it that way is you only really want one pumpkin on the plant. Yep. Oh yeah, definitely prize winning pumpkins. But a lot of people would need either a forklift truck or a crane to be able to harvest them. That's the problem. Like a lot of people when the pumpkins, small, yep, a crane. So yeah, a lot of people when the pumpkins, handful kind of size, they'll get somebody to lift the pumpkin up and then pull it like on top of a pallet just so that when it's bigger they can just get either a pallet truck or something in there to then cut the vine, lift it, and actually drag it. I grew a vegetable and I can't even cut into it. What was it, Mitzi? What was it? Sounds like a marrow, because they can be tough as old boots. Any vegetable can be cut into, even if. Speaking of the giant pumpkins. Yep. They're absolutely crazy sizes. Crazy sizes. You've never had great luck with them? But I don't have the space to give it a go here. Yeah, that's the thing. You definitely need a lot of space. Like, I don't even think my allotment now, with all the redesigning this year, I don't think that's got the space to grow a pumpkin this year. Because one, I haven't got a piece of wood long enough to split the main bed. Otherwise, I could have put it into the main bed. But I don't want it then. Don't want the vine to get wrapped up into the broccolis, the beans, and things like that. Melon, I can give that a go because I could put some of that in the polytunnel. I could put a couple in the polytunnel and then put a couple out in the beds. I could even try and do a double up and do the sweet corn and then put the watermelon underneath the sweet corn so that as the sweet corn grows, the watermelon can grip onto the pumpkin, onto the corn. What would you do with pumpkins? All I can think of is pie and carving. That is pretty much all you can do with it, or soups. A lot of people would do like a pumpkin soup. So yeah, there's not a great deal you can really do with them. They're a kind of, yeah, dog food as well. Yeah, there's a lot of veg out there really that some of it's just more become nostalgic to like certain times of the year. You know, like horseradishes, that's predominantly a winter thing for like roasties, like roast beef. Not a flavor fan. I'm not a flavor fan of eating either. I've always just grown them for carving. But yeah, this year I want to have good amount of fruits. Well, good balance of fruits and like veggies, and then color everywhere. That's pretty much my plan for the allotment this year. You know, a hot day in the summer where I can just go and harvest a watermelon and then sit and relax. That would be heavenly. Pick a few strawberries at the same time. I'm I'm done. Back, got a phone call. Ah, you're okay, Chris. You're okay. So yeah, it's definitely plenty of room for thought. My back is twinging, and I don't know if you all can see it, but can you see the tinge on my nose? See the shine? That's literally from working on the allotment today. I think I got a little bit of a suntan today. Chris can probably see it more so because it's been a while since we've spoken. Getting a bit of sun is a good thing. Exactly. Yep. The sun got me good. I have to start taking some sunscreen up on the allotment, as well as taking a bloody hat with me as well. Otherwise, my hair's going to bleach even more. It's the only thing in the summertime. Bleaches your hair. Well, at this rate, I'm going to end summer looking like the crazy Doc out Back to the Future. Now that would be funny. Yep, Marty, we're going back to 1980. Set the car for 82 mile an hour. Set the car for 82 mile an hour. We're going. So yeah, that would be hilarious. But geez, 88. Okay, I thought it was 82. Was that because the DeLorean can't go over 88? Can they? They never could. That was an in factory joke, because the car itself could never go over the speed. Even though I did see a program going off topic, where somebody actually gave them a DeLorean and told them they wanted it to go over the 88, and they actually managed to pull 102 in a DeLorean. I almost test drove one. Nice. Apparently they're not great, but yeah, they managed to somehow creep the engine up to 102 mile an hour. And they said once it got over like 90, it was actually scary to drive. It just started like getting loose. Called my mechanic and got advice to walk away. Yeah, a lot of issues with them. And how would you get out of a parking lot? Yep, you always have to park on the ends. Always have to park on the end lot so that the door would open up, and not hit anything else. Yeah, they do. That's why there's very few actually on the road nowadays. Most of them are in museums or in private collectors. They've literally become more of a nostalgic vehicle over anything. As they would say over in the US, that they're worse than Fords. But we're coming up. We've got 5 minutes left before the hour's up. I know technically we've gone over the hour because we've done 30 minutes before the last stream kicked us out earlier. I think that was my fault. I think I kicked the internet cable. But yeah, we're going to be working on other things. But I don't argue with the mechanic, and I laughed a bit when in the dealership. Yeah, I would have done as well. But I think we're going to wrap things up here because it's getting to that point where we're nearly at the hour mark. And obviously it's getting late over here as well. So I do appreciate everybody stopping by. Keep an eye out. We'll try and drop a video either today or tomorrow. Well, tomorrow or Sunday for this week. And then we'll try and get back onto our midweek videos again later on. Thank you everybody for coming out, and we'll catch up with you all soon. I'm going to make an intro and outro coming up soon as well for the channel for when we do these Friday night plot live talks. They will be a weekly thing from now on as well. So yeah, pencil it in your diaries for your Friday afternoons and evenings, and we'll catch up with you all soon. Take care, everybody. Stay green, stay keen, and we'll catch you all very soon. Bye bye for now.